Mediterranean diet. Mediterranean diet is meant for Mediterranean people, not for you. Your diet is what your ancestors have been eating. You know, if your father has been eating something, your grandfather has been eating something, that's your best diet. Don't believe any drug or any food that is advertised is poison. So food that is your ancestors eat. What is the best food for people? Some people say, I'll have this diet, that diet. What's that called? Mediterranean diet. Mediterranean diet is meant for Mediterranean people, not for you. Your diet is what your ancestors have been eating. You know, if your father has been eating something, your grandfather has been eating something, that's your best diet. Don't change it. If I go to Rajasthan now, what will you get there? Chapati and suki sabji, rasar sabji, that's all. But I have a South Indian meal. Actually, South Indian meal is very good. For diabetic patients now, in America, they give South Indian rice diet. And here, doctors tell you, don't see rice, you will die of diabetes. Actually, rice, brown rice, has a medicine for diabetes called metadicol. It's come from the taudu, the cover, the bran. But white rice, of course, is poison because it's only sugar, nothing else is there. Brown rice is so good that it's a treatment for diabetes. But nobody bothers. Now, recent studies have shown that your own environment is your best thing. And a lot of people say, oh, we take hunter-gatherers diet. Hunter-gatherers is to work very hard. Their diet can't be suitable for you. But your diet must be something different. Your father might have been eating a big meal, but he was working very hard. You don't work. See, young ladies now, shoulder pain, frozen shoulder. I still see, I can visualize my mother. She used to grind for idli. Today, who grinds? You press a button, chirr, it goes. That is the cause of your illness, not the diet. So the idli is the same, whether it is made by chirr or this. But with this, she was healthy because she was grinding it. And you take water from the well, it's very good for health. Today, no, you just turn the tap, water comes. So this is where we have become now almost immobile. That is why we require exercise. But we doctors sometimes blindly tell. I saw a young doctor the other day telling a farmer, you must walk for 1 mile. I told him, young man, this man will walk all that you have walked all your life in 1 day. Have you ever walked in a wet field? It's so difficult to walk in a wet field. You put your leg there, it goes deep in, gets stuck there. To pull it out, you require energy. This boy doesn't know that because he has solely studied at the medical college, read the books, and he's reading the books onto the patient. That's our problem. We read the books onto the patient. And patient asks a question, you say, don't ask questions. It's silly. That gentleman who was with me was telling, he has a cousin who is a doctor, I believe. When he asks questions to her, she says, don't come to see me anymore because your silly questions I can't answer. But his questions are so profound that no question is silly. Answers can be silly. Questions can be very profound. And he had a very good question actually. I would love to answer that question because he was asking me, doesn't your body get used to a higher level of sugar? It does. I'll give you an example. Now, I'll take this front row. And if I have the blood sugar level, I'll check everybody's blood sugar. How many? If you are 25 people, 25 readings will come in that. No two readings will be alike. Now what do? We take the average of that and call it as normal. This is the biggest curse on mankind. That's only an average, statistical average, it can't be normal. If you really go for a checkup, now for example, all of your blood sugars are checked, there will be different readings. If I take an average and see, none of you is normal. None of you, remember, mark my words, none of you is normal. You're either high or low. So both ways you're a patient. So you go for a checkup as a human being, you come out as a patient. Because of our statistical methods. This is okay for one blood sugar. But if you take about 200 parameters, that's what they do in corporate hospitals. But corporate hospitals are there to make money. So you go there, they'll take your blood and then give a big thick report, this thick report. And then charge you maybe about 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 rupees. But if you look at this report very carefully, Many places it will be written in thick letters, abnormal, 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 abnormal. Then you come to a lot of people come to me and say, sir, my uric acid is slightly on the higher side. I said, so what? What's your problem? I have no problem. I said, then it's the doctor's problem. Why are you worried about it? It's very interesting. The other day I was lecturing in an NITK, what's that called? National Institute of Technology. And I told the boys, they were doing biomedical engineering. I told them, have you got a weighing machine? They got a weighing machine. I said, now keep it here. Now 10 of you come, weigh yourself and write down the weights. And then say, this is the weight. What's the average weight? So they calculated. I said, any one of you has the average weight? No. Then you are abnormal. This is very difficult. What is the normal Indian height of a male? We take 1,000 people. Take the average, it's about 5.4 plus minus 2. So, let's say 5.6. How many of us have 5.6 exactly? Amitabh Bachchan goes for a checkup. 6.2. So the treatment is cut his leg, make him 5.6. Jaya Bachchan goes for a checkup, 4.6. Transplant that leg to her and make her also normal. This is the medicine we practice. Don't practice that medicine. Your medicine is, are you feeling happy? Are you healthy? Do you love others? Do you work hard? You are fine. That's so beautifully put by Ayurveda. Samadhatu, samagnischa, samadosha, malakriya, prasanna atma indriya manasvasta ityabhidiyate. You get up in the morning and say, did I sleep well? Do I eat well? Did I shit well? Did I piss well? And am I happy? Do I hate anybody? Nobody? Then you are healthy. Nothing to worry. But if you hate somebody, you are not healthy. You are very dangerously ill. And you and death are very, very close to each other. So don't hate people. Love others. Do you know why? You are not a single individual. That's why you are not I. You are a cell when you are made in a mother's womb called a zygote. One cell, one single cell, human cell. But that cell was like you. It could think, it could eat, it could piss, it could shit, it could do everything. That cell has divided over a period of time into 122 trillion cells. Each of them individually capable of being human beings.